Kiara and welcome KFP, welcome to my kitchen and another video. Now, recently Kiara reformatted the entire KFP menu, and today we're going to make two of the new menu items. The first is our world famous chicken nuggets, and I'm including two new dipping sauces to go with them. The second is our delicious chicken wrap, which also uses some of those sauces. But before I begin, I'll remind everyone that the recipes are in the description of the video, translated into English, German, Japanese, and Korean, so that all of our KFP global locations will be on the same page. So without further ado, KFP, grab your aprons, grab your notes, and let's get ready to cook. Now, once again, KFP has been kind enough to donate some of their thighs to me today for the chicken nuggets. Cyber Soldier, Shape, NTP, and Sky, thank you very much for your donations. They're going to go to good use today. Appreciate it. Okay, the first sauce we're going to make today is the sweet and sour sauce, and what you'll need for that is a cup of pineapple juice, a third of a cup of packed brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, 3 tablespoons of ketchup, and then a cornstarch slurry, which is essentially 2 tablespoons of water with a tablespoon of cornstarch diluted into it. Okay, the next thing you'll want to do is get a saucepan set to high heat. You're going to want to boil this stuff. We'll go ahead and drop in the brown sugar there. And then we'll mix in the rest of the ingredients, including the pineapple juice, soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, and ketchup. We're going to bring this to a boil and let it simmer for a bit before we add the cornstarch slurry. That's going to happen at the very end. So you set that off to the side and just let it sit. Once the mixture is brought to a boil, you'll go ahead and add the cornstarch slurry. Now it's okay for this stuff to be a little clumpy, but you'll want to make sure you mix it in nice and even. And keep stirring it as it goes. If you stop stirring, it's going to caramelize and thicken up too much and cause all sorts of problems. So make sure after the slurry's in there, you keep stirring the mixture. And then you'll do this for about 10 minutes or so at most. And then you'll reduce the heat, take it off, and put it in the fridge to cool. Okay, and the next sauce we're going to do is kind of like a tangy southwestern sauce. It goes really well with chicken. What you'll need for that is a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, a little less than a 1/4 cup of ketchup, and then a tablespoon each of black pepper and garlic powder. Nothing too special going on here, just mix the ingredients together nice and well. Now, the important thing is at the end here, we're going to take this and put it in the refrigerator for between 12 and 24 hours. You want to prep this sauce ahead of time. If you don't, it's going to taste mostly like ketchup, but letting it rest overnight, all of the flavors blend together nicely and create a really unique flavor that's absolutely delicious. This sauce is a nice combination of tangy, sweet, and savory, with just a little tiny hint of spice to it. It's wonderful on chicken. And of course, I went ahead and prepped some the night before, so we've already got some ready for the nuggets we're about to make. Now I know what you're going to say. Sheridan, Gerard, whatever your name is. That looks like sauce. Exactly like sauce. And to you, I would say, do you want lawyers? Because that's how you get lawyers. I don't like lawyers. Okay, it's time for the nuggets. You'll need 4 boneless, skinless chicken thighs or breasts. You'll need 4 eggs, 3 cups of seasoned breadcrumbs, and 3 cups of self-rising flour with about 2 tablespoons of salt mixed in with it. You can also add a bit of black pepper to the flour mixture. That's what I did here. Okay, we'll start by cracking our eggs and whisking them into a bowl. The process here is going to be pretty simple. We'll cut up the chicken, get it into the flour mix, then put an egg wash on it, and then move it to the breadcrumbs and cover it evenly. All that's going to happen before we go to the deep fryer. And make sure that you use a sharp knife while doing this. I wasn't using the sharpest knife I could have, as you'll see here in a minute. Remember that dull knives are actually a lot less safe than sharp knives are because you have to use so much more pressure. Things tend to slip, so don't do what I did here. You guys might also be wondering why I'm barefoot. It was extremely hot that day, and I'm wearing a vest, a shirt, an apron. I got camera equipment and lights on me. I needed to vent somehow, so don't mind the barefoot appearance here, guys. Nothing strange is going on. And once again, once you're done with the cutting of the chicken, you'll throw it into the flour, give it a nice even coating on the flour, then throw it directly into the egg wash, give it a nice even coating again, and then take it right to the breadcrumbs and make sure that this is the finest coating of all. And then once that's done, you set them aside and we'll take them over to the deep fryer. Okay, we've got a pan here set to high heat. We want the oil to come to about 350 degrees here. I'm going to go ahead and put a full quart of oil into this pan. That should be all we need for these nuggets. But we'll let that sit and come to 350 degrees Fahrenheit before we start cooking. And once our oil is to the right temperature, we can just take the breaded nuggets and drop them right in there. Now, you're not going to need to cook these very long. You're only going to cook these for about 2 minutes total if they're completely submerged in oil. Now, if you're doing this in a pan with not a full covering of oil, you might want to do it like 1.5 minutes on each side and then flip them. But if you're going to do like a kettle like I'm doing and then completely submerge them, then just 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes at most is all you're going to need to cook these perfectly. And once the time is up, we just go ahead and pull them out here with our fryer ladle, set them off onto a paper towel, set onto a plate to dry and cool, and then they'll be ready to serve. The final sauce I included with these nuggets was our homemade honey barbecue from the first video we did. So if you'd like a recipe for that homemade honey barbecue sauce, go see the first video. It's in the description, just like every other one. Okay, and now that you guys know how to make nuggets, we're going to go ahead and make the wraps now. You'll need 8-inch flour tortillas, some papers there to wrap them in, diced tomatoes, shredded lettuce, and a bit of shredded cheese. We use mozzarella. Now, if you want to just use the nuggets as the filling for the wrap, that's perfectly fine, but we're going to make chicken strips here, so it's the same process. We'll go ahead and cut these last few thighs into strips, give them a flour coating, then give them an egg wash, then coat them in the breadcrumbs and take them to the deep fryer. You'll also notice that I found a sharper knife for this part. Okay, now it's time to assemble the wraps. Take your tortilla and add just a couple of tablespoons of whatever sauce you'd like on it. Give it some lettuce, some cheese, and a bit of tomato. Then go ahead and put the chicken down right in the center. And then what you'll do next is you want to kind of fold both of the sides in and then roll it forwards like a sleeping bag. And then once that's done, you'll take it and put it on the paper diagonally. You'll start rolling it forwards. When you reach halfway, you'll fold the sides of the paper in and then continue rolling like a sleeping bag, and then you'll coat it off with a piece of tape. And then just slide that right into a KFP bag, put your nuggets right on top. And don't forget the napkins, employees. And there you go, you have a delicious KFP lunch ready to go. Well, there you have it. Nuggets and wraps made to perfection and wrapped up in a little bag. Thanks for coming to the video today. Thank you for supporting Kiara. Thank you for supporting KFP. Now, the next video we do is going to be a little bit different because I believe sometime soon it's somebody's birthday. Somebody very important. So the next episode is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do something special for her birthday. So look forward to it. We'll see you next time, okay? And as always, #woke, #yoke, KFP is not a cult, and Viva la Kiara. Thank you, auf Wiedersehen, and we'll see you next time, KFP. Good luck out there.